Hello everyone, Teacher here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I've streamlined some of my process in chapter 2 and overall just show you a little bit of my roster, so if you're ready, let's take a closer look. So I want to open up right here with a full Rivendell team in difficulty 4 in chapter 2. And what inspired me to do this was actually Sovereign's video. I know that he doesn't have as many followers, and I feel that is a big shame, so I'll give a link to some of his videos in the comment section down below. But I also get inspired by him because he does a lot of RTR and Rivendell. So, and I feel um, I watch others that where I learn, and when I do pick up something, I give them credit. So this is what really made me streamline after I watched one of his recent videos. I think I rewatched it probably because I watched most of his videos. So yeah, I want to jump into this right here. So this is just, we're gonna open up. Last Stand Armor Piercer. The glyphs, yeah, not the most important one, but basically what I focus on here, and that hit me after I watched his video for the 10th time. I don't know why I didn't pick up on it before. Secondaries, I have as much crit as I can on him all around, and then I have some damage basically, I believe. And then I just do my basic ones here. So one thing that you need to do, this is something that is important. He does it very detailed, follow it. Positioning, I don't think is the most crucial thing, but especially follow the opening. It really, really helps you, especially for this first phase. Makes it way cleaner. I think I did only 10 attempts this time, where I have sometimes gone up to 20. But this time it actually went really okay. So want to go here, and you don't want to use the Elder here special one before you get to the roar. And the reason for that, and ideally other than special one, you get deadly over onto Lomian. There we go. And look at this. This is a really, really solid opening that you get. Here you could do a basic for the weekend. So here we go. So pretty much he is now handled. And this was, for me, really crucial that I managed to do this. I have 2 focus glyphs on Eldon, by the way. Just putting that out there so I land that more often. I'll show you my Lomian after this run. But yeah, basically this is really, really clean for me, like following his guide. And sometimes I do forget myself not doing certain things, but yeah, I just got a really clean run overall. So here we go. We get the topple, double shadow seer. I make sure, as you can see, I get one of them down. And the reason for this is because I don't want them to actually have um, a way to remove the slow from the cave troll. I want to kill one of them, and then it comes down to RNG. So as you saw, I just swapped over marking the cave troll before I did Elrond's wave. You don't need to do that. That's just something I like to do when I do stuff with a slow effect. There we go. I get this one down. And let's see. He removes it from himself. I believe they prioritize themselves, but I'm not totally sure. But yeah, anyways, here we go. We do this. And again, it didn't take me that long, honestly. And here the door opens, so I'll have to jump over a little bit. Here we go. I think this is where I come back-ish. Yeah, there we go. I am back. So, I had to open the door. Happens sometimes. So here we go. Really, really solid. Now, as you notice there with Lomian, I just keep using his basic because I want to make sure that I actually have the might on him, that it doesn't go away from Elrond extending a boon. so I didn't really need the nimble at that point, but you could also go ahead and do the nimble. For me, I don't have his abilities all the way max, so I don't always get the might, so for me having it on was really vital. So here we go. We do like this. Now, it only removed counters, so that was pretty nice. Then I put it on now, and we keep the might. This was really vital. Here we go. Sadly, we didn't get it over onto Lomian, but the fact that I'm stacking several secondaries with crit, I believe I got him up to 35% crit, and then if you had a deadly on him, that would be 65, and then his special 2 would almost guarantee a yeah, it could get you up to 100 actually. So here we go. I just make sure I land the weekend because I don't really need. I have so many provoke stacks. There we go. Now this is normally where we have the big issue. Now that was pretty good. And here we go. He does this. Now we do have a weekend on, so that was pretty nice. Lined it up with Arwen. There we go. This was actually probably the most lucky part. The fact that I get this down. This was really vital for me. This, however, really sad. I was actually a little bit worried at that point. But I figured, you know what? We have a good chance. There we go. And now the moment of truth, everyone. Lovely, the fact that I get deadly onto Lord Elrond, so I have more boons. And here you can see it already. This is where I stand up and clap my hands. I get this. I go for him. I don't know actually why I didn't swap over um, to the shadows here, because I'm sure I could have taken it out. Again, I don't know why I'm doing. Oh yeah, I know why I'm doing that. That I had to go and be somewhere, so basically the kitchen. So that's why I didn't go for the shadows here. Obviously, otherwise I would have gone for the shadows here. But I was just like, you know what? It's slowed. I'm just gonna get my second kill. So that was basically how I would do it with them. Now I'm gonna show you something else, and I'm gonna talk about it just to give you an example, and that is gonna be Haradrim in the same chapter. So hang on for just a short bit. There we go. I found the clip. So before we actually run the clip, just to see here, this is basically 35k punch up. So obviously there should be some difficulties. I know those teams that do get 2 million goblins, for instance, they are built higher than this because I don't have all my basics leveled. Like EF2 needs to do more damage, would help me with some stuff. Bekalu could cleanse more and also tip abilities, but you know, I'm finishing off my Thorns company. It's getting pretty well received, so who knows? Maybe I will actually go back and do this before CG returns. Hopefully, they don't allow me to have that time, but that's for a different video. I will, however, say I'm getting pretty tired of trolls saying game is dead, devs are not coming back. We can all think what we want. The game is not dead. They're just taking a long break, and it's crap, and that's my stand on that. So yeah, I'm packing it in the video, but I'll also say it again at the end if you watch there. So just so you know. Whoops, I actually managed to turn on my stream there by accident. Oh well. Here we go. This run was actually the closest I got. Normally here you would want it to hit Robel or Wubite, honestly. This is my opening. I always open up with that. Then I do the haste. I know I've gone over this before. Make sure that lands, and that lands. You don't really need EF2 to land, but it would really be preferred also because just helps you, because if you are lucky you could actually get the weaken and the exposed armor onto him, but for now I'm just mostly focused on weaken since it's difficulty 5 and he does a whole lot of damage. Here I did this. Normally he would have been he would have had his turn meter reduced, and this is where I think if you can weave in that expose, it's really good. You don't actually need it for when he's toppled due to the slow mechanics. But weaken is really nice for the counters because you can actually heal through that. I don't always make taunt with different ones just because I actually don't mind it being swapped around, because Tibet can heal that, as you can see there with a 7k. And here I don't do this because I don't want anything to actually happen. Ideally, when you get out of the first phase, first kill, that is where you actually don't want anyone to be tanking. So we get onto the Mangler. There we go. This makes my haste be off cooldown as I have Limpus on. There we go. I use my exposed armor there because it does a lot of damage. With slow and everything, I can afford to do a basic on from Rebel on a Shadows here, and that means it doesn't take a turn. Of course, this means you need to have Robel special 2 to actually do something. But if it resists, you know, there, it's okay. It's really okay. It's slowed. And if you want, you can use that special one from Begaloo again to get the concentration on, and you can see, didn't even need to do that. Now it's basically just, I do basics everywhere, and then I do heal from Tibet. So we're actually gonna jump through this right here. There we go, get back up. This is ideally where you would want to land. Now, if Yevtu had his special 2 maxed, I could remove 2 boons. That would actually be really, really huge here. But what you want to specifically open up with is this right here. This is the best scenario you can have. And this is concentration from Tibet, which gives you 50% extra focus and deadly 30% more crit chance, and all the low min glyphs that I talked about there over on Bekaloo, because she is the one I want to crit the most, because she is what carries you in this. So here we go. If I had been really lucky, I could have gotten a Black Serpent Poison here, but that would have resulted in that would have required a crit. There we go. This is basically the best one, but you can see there is a resist, and I do get the poison stacks on. Would have been better had I also gotten Black Serpent Poison on. Like, this is where it really comes apart, or it stays together with Haradrim in difficulty 5 for sure. This team can do difficulty 4, no problem. For the second phase, then you kind of like just have a little bit RNG with who spawns and everything. But for difficulty 4, this team is basically a surefire 1.5 if you just have a little bit of time. Otherwise, you get to 1.4. Like, I got to 1.497, I think, with this team, just because I spent so much time doing the difficulty 5 attempt for you guys. But I just couldn't get it. I like the final bit. So there we go. That was really sad, but we do get that. As you can see, we could have had so much more, what's it called? Poison stacks on here. This should have landed as well. Again, 5 poison stacks. If I had been really, really lucky, I could actually have gotten up to, what's it called? 9 stacks maybe, around there. So that would have been at least 1 bar more away. I didn't do the haste there because I had expected maybe they would have been hit with daze or something. There we go. You can see this is what matters here. You just get all those stacks on. Now I have it here, and this is where I know I'm fucked. I was thinking, okay, what the hell do I do? Luckily, I don't have Bekaloo to do that with right there. But you can see even how little he has, he already resists everything. So this is really the big DPS clock that you have to attempt. Luckily, this lands really well, and here I'm thinking, okay, you know what? maybe this could happen. Had he survived there, I believe I could have gotten my second kill. Because we have the heal available here. Poison gets him down. Honestly, this isn't the worst opening because if I had the slow, I could have gotten down. Um, Everything here, like again, the best part would also have been I had the special one available, but when I lost Wubite there, I was like, okay, let's just get it going. So I get to 1.45, 1.419, and I didn't want to bank it because I knew I could get higher in my what's it called? It's higher in my difficulty 4 run. So that was probably the closest I came. I had another one which also got really close. So real quickly, let's jump over to Lomian. I have removed the glyphs. I was a little bit busy today, so I didn't have time to actually go through the glyphs, but we'll just show them here. I'll find them in last stand. I do this one down here because it's 7%, so that's really, really good. I believe I maybe use one up here. Then no, I don't. Then I swap this one over for Beckaloo for sure. I think I did for Lomian as well. So that's already almost 13% crit chance there. Then I use this one as well. Then we are getting closer to the 20 mark. And I don't remember my last one. I think I used this one, even though no, I didn't use this one. Focus hits on Elladan. Didn't really have anything that really maxed. I think I went with this one, last stand. So, and then armor piercer. What did I do? I probably went one over here. Maybe I went this one, but yeah. Overall, just as much crit as possible, and that's basically the same I did with Beckaloo. As much crit as possible onto her. Crit damage is nice, but crit chance is actually just so much more vital. But the cave troll resists a lot, so my Thorn Company, I know I won't talk about them as much anymore, but yeah, just to show you here, like I want to say, and this is only reason why I bring it up, I could feel a big impact in the focus landing on the cave troll. I don't want to bother you with the footage. I know many people are showing that, or at least the swag man, and he has the best Thorn Company out there. So yeah, even here, he's worth the investment, and like it's actually really, really good. And focus glyphs on is pretty nice. I will get him to gear 9 because that would be 1k, and then with Thorn and everything would put him into a good territory. So yeah, I can definitely say now that I have both his special 1 and his special 2 finished, you can actually really swap around even on difficulty 4. So he'll get there soon enough, and Keely is gonna get close to a 6-star. So yeah, that should help me a bit. I will do this to get up here, and then maybe I'll do this one, but I'm tempted to just do this and then quickly swap back over to Haradrim. So I know I asked about this before, but let me know in the comments if you want to see me swap over back to Haradrim and finishing them, because I'm looking at them more and more, and that is the last point I want to do in this video. I am sorry for it being such a long video, but I just want to show you guys what it is that it's all about. Here, Fortitude is nice for the resistance for all chapters. Here, you grant Fortitude as well. Okay, maybe it was Fortitude and not Concentration. Only Beckaloo herself give Concentration. I just swapped them around then, but I was pretty sure I saw it. But yeah, if you are considering investing a little bit into Haradrim, We Fight Together and Southern Spear, that's what you need for Robel. You could basically skip the other two. And what I would probably go with first is actually this one, because that would be so massive for the Cave Troll. In every single thing, it would also be massive for the Balrog, so that's probably the ability I would do first. And then you have to for the damage on basic and the spell 2 boons. and then you could basically say I'm almost done. Wumbite probably won't do his abilities anymore, so also because they are being swapped out here and there. But yeah, that was just a quick overview. Again, I'll drop a link to Sovereign's video down below. Check it out. Also, that's kind of the reason why I did a comment or my take on the video, because he doesn't do the voice comm. He just shows you very cleanly, and he shows his glyph stats at the end. So make sure you do that when you watch his videos. He always shows glyphs at the very end. So yeah, I'll try to get back to my regular schedule of pushing out videos basically almost every day, and hopefully some content that you guys enjoy. So drop a comment down below, consider leaving a like, and I'll see you all in the next video.